Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our Let's Play of Manor Lords, shall we? Grim, good evening, good to see you. So what are we up to? Well, we have a reasonable sized, large village, and in order to get better than a large village, we're going to need some burgage plots of level 3. But before we even mess with that, we want to take a look at where we are with what we have so far. I just kind of put this neighborhood... Oh, raiders are near. Let me see what this is. It says prepare for the attack. In 315 seconds, looks like we're going to get raided. Heathrun, good evening. So this will be our first... foray. I was going to say that. All right, so one of the things that I haven't done in this game is any kind of combat. So we're going to experience that. This larger file than my beginner's guide, we have a massive barley field going in here. We have our flax that we've rotated to. The fertility was a lot better in this area. We have so many families, and if I look at this, we're at 6 months of food and 7 months of fuel, and we have a pretty varied approach here. 3 veg, eggs, but I think that these... we don't have any specialized labor as of yet. So I could go, I have a goat shed, I have a chicken coop, I have a vegetable patch, correct. And then even over here I have more goats. Nothing has been done here. We haven't even upgraded it to level 2. We have chickens, we have veg. Then it looks like we have another veg here, so we're really taking advantage of vegetables. But at some point, we might want to push into some different industries. So, for example, all of the level 2s that I have look like they have a backyard extension, except this one. So, is there a family living here? Let's check. Yeah, there is. So we could throw in something extra. Now, we could do a brewery extension to produce ale so we could make the tavern, and that's going to be a requirement for getting to burgage plots level 3. But I think I might want, a blacksmith so we can get some more weapons. But we don't have any iron, but that could be something that we work toward. We could also get some more clothes with a tailor's workshop, and we could do a joiner's workshop, a cobbler's workshop. All of this looks good. Now, granted, this will take this family out of the labor force, and if I look at who's here, these people, grave digging, these people don't do very much. Hey, Nicholas, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So, I think it would be okay if we just, as an experiment, we were like, all right, we want you to be a tailor. There you go. Now, I need to prepare for this attack, and let's see how rapidly this number starts moving. I'm not really prepared. I don't have anybody garrisoned or anything like that. I could do that, though. But does this mean... I don't know what that means. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. 315, turns. What are we talking about? I don't see them. If I go to the map... I do want to get other regions at some point. Hey, Fading, good evening. But the issue is, there's raiders way over here. There's a bandit camp. And there's a bandit camp on this side. There's also, it looks like somebody is the light mercenary spearmen, the flock of crazy geese. This is not me. This is somebody else's army. Maybe this guy's army? And they're out here, messing around with the bandits, perhaps? I'm not sure. These, I think I don't think that these are outlaws. I could talk to him. And this guy is here. Right here. Anyway, I'm not sure if I can see the raiders on the map except for their camps. I really don't know. And I don't know if I could see them displayed like, you know, marching toward me or what the deal is. And when I might need to be getting my forces marshaled. It just says they're near, and it says prepare for an attack. So, maybe it's time then. Maybe I'll just not mess around, and I will attempt to rally the troops. Like, where are you guys? I hate to call my troops in too early. You know, like in RimWorld, you call your troops, your people in early, and they're just putzing around. Oh, okay, thank you, Grim. So it takes a fairly long time, so I actually don't have to do this yet. Okay, thank you. I'll just wait until it starts. I'll see if it moves down. You know what I'll do? I'm going to be really careful about this. I'm going to save the game, and we're just going to call this, like, pre-raid. And see what happens. And then if, like, I don't have my army ready and we get demolished, I'll just kind of load this and ready them now and see if that makes a difference. Because I don't know the timing yet. I'm just trying to pick this up here. Alright, so we're down to one family who is unassigned, and that's okay. This area is being claimed. Let me see. Zweo is being claimed. Let me see. Where is that? I mean, I assume they mean this area is being claimed by this guy. So he's getting a lot of territory. I don't have any territory. That's a problem. But I can't do anything. I can't resolve the claim on the battlefield. Or I don't even know what that means. Neo, good evening. I mean, this guy's doing it, so I would have to fight him, and I'm not really in a position to do that right now. I don't have much of an army. I'll just, you know, let that happen, I guess. Good for you. All right. Hey, Mr. Peanut Butter. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Neo, I think at some point it can be multiplayer, but I'm playing it single player. Alright, so I have space for... I'm building space for 20 families, and I have 18, so I don't have a lot of extra area at the moment. Let's think about our food situation. How do I get food, right? Well, I have 208 regional wealth. So we could start at the trading post. Yes, Neo, there's NPCs that are claiming. That's what it is. So I could trade, and I could start selling some surplus of other resources that I have if I feel like I have too much. I think all I'm doing with this one is just trading dye. And, you know, we're keeping a surplus of 10, and we're selling it, but the export price is god-awful on it. It's oversupplied. Yeah, so the game is like course-correcting that we've sold too much, so let's just take some out of the market because we're not getting that much for it anymore. Let's see if we have anything else that's valuable at all. We have a little bit of wool, but we want to use that for clothing. We do have some planks, but those don't sell particularly well. All right. Well, we're not going to starve to death. And how many berries are there? Yeah, there's plenty of berries. So this is, they're growing in. And we'll be able to pick these and get this going. Now, one thing I don't understand yet about the game as I continue trying to learn it is if I go to the dyer's workshop, you see they're just, making dye, which is great. But I don't know if I can, give them a limit on, how many I want to make. I think what I have to do is just keep my eye on it. And then if I don't want any more dye, because I don't want them to convert all of my berries, then I have to basically just tell them to stop. Okay, cool. Production focused. Artisan workshops can sometimes produce multiple types of goods. To select what good is being produced, check in the General tab in the building panel. So it looks like we finished the tailor shop. And here, they're making gambesons, which need linen. I could also make clothes or cloaks, and we just need linen and dyes, or yarn and dyes. Now, the issue here is I don't have any linen. And I don't know exactly even how to acquire that. I think we have to take our flax and turn it into linen. Is that right? Yeah, so flax will be weaved into linen. And I think that they do it in the farmhouse, but I'm not sure. Let's see. No, I'm totally wrong. I need to make a weaver's workshop. So we can produce yarn with the wool from our sheep farm and make cloaks like that. Let me make sure I don't have a weaver's workshop. Do I have that? Does it tell you how many you have when you try to build it? Not that I see. Okay. Well, we'll make another one over here. So the idea is to drop in this weaver's workshop. This is fine. And then, where's our sheep farm? We have a few sheep, not many. Here's my barley field, burgage plot, stone cutter. Here it is. So the sheep farm has pasture space for 3, and we currently have, we have 3 in here, so we can have 2 more sheep. And we're producing wool, but not a lot. We only have, 5. That's okay, though. All right, so we need to upgrade some other burgage plots so we can get money from them. Upgrade. 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 Let's get all these upgraded. There. Okay, so it's going to take us a second to get those upgraded. You could see that the counter right here, Grim was 100% right about this. It was at 315, and now it's at 314. So we have a pretty good amount of time to wait for this. The general storage, it's just the saw pit that's telling us for. It's not anything massive. Now, how many planks do I have? I have 38 planks. I'm okay with that, so I'm going to take this family away from the saw pit. Let's kind of keep an eye on some of our other supplies. We have a lot of leather, but we don't have... we need to turn that... Well, let's see. Where's my marketplace? And the marketplace is getting full. Free stall locations 4. Okay, that's pretty good. So here's the hunting camp, livestock trader, tannery. Somebody is working here. Great. And we need to trade. I'd like to get a couple more sheep. They cost 30. Desired surplus is 5. Okay. So hopefully somebody will come in and, sell something. It's interesting. I still can't decide, like, if you need a family assigned to every single place yet. As far as I could tell, you do not need a family on the church, even though this family is on the church. I'll put a family here and see if that'll actually help us get the livestock. I'd like to have a few more livestock. All right, the flax field is growing. So now that this field is growing, we can just kick the family out of there. We don't need them on that. And what are we doing here on this field? It is being plowed. Okay, so I have to give another family to the barley field so they can actually get this plowed and planted before, so there's enough time for the crops to grow, basically. All right, so here we go. We got some people who are unhappy. That's all right. How we doing? We have a little bit of veg, eggs. I'd love more meat, but as you can see, our wild animal situation is terrible. I'm actually not hunting there, but I don't know if their forest is getting impinged on. But we definitely would probably want to try to start getting clay and iron. So that's another job for us. But I'll upgrade these houses to level 2 so we can get some more wealth per month. Now you can see this field is getting plowed much more quickly. And hopefully they start sowing it. Weaver's workshop done. Oof. Taxation. Oh, okay. People are upset about taxation. Yeah, you know what? I'm not really convinced that I need taxation. It does give me some treasury, but it is upsetting these people. And maybe I'm not... don't need to. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Mr. Peanut Butter. So good you could catch a stream, my friend. Take care. Alright, so what we're going to do is watch... Yep, they're sowing the field. Okay, so that'll get done. And let's just take a look at some of these other areas. The dyer's workshop is rolling. The tannery is doing well. There's no free hides, though, at the moment. So I think I could probably get rid of that, maybe. Nobody's logging, which is not good. We need a family on that pronto. And then... well, that means I don't have anybody. I'm going to kick this family out of the church. We just don't need it. Okay. Down to 296 on the timer. Fine. And let me check this field. You can see it's going just fine. I'm not exactly enthusiastic about our food situation, but once we pick all these berries, we actually should be fine. Another ruler's army was sighted. Yeah, they're probably marching back home. All right. Okay. So now these are growing. And that means that we could kick out both of these families and have them finish upgrading these houses and start meeting the rest of our needs. I will put somebody on foresting just to start replanting, and then I don't know if I need another family gathering. All right. Oh, lightning could set your stuff on fire? That would be terrible. No, I did not know, and we do not want that. All right, I'm going to go to construction. Here we go. And I think I'm going to go to mining. And I'll drop in a mining pit here. And then we'll put one here. Just get those dropped in. Now, they won't build these until they finish upgrading these houses, I don't believe. How many wells do I have? Did I build a second well here? Let's see, where's my first well? This is my stable, and I do not believe we need a family on that job. And this is the manor. Okay, fine. Tax place. Did we get a fourth animal yet? We did. Great. So we bought another sheep, and we'll wait till we get one more in there. This is our well right here. So I'm thinking about maybe building another well. So people in this lower area... Oh, no, I did. Good. I thought I did. Hey, Albert. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Burned your tavern down. Man, that's terrible. I'm going to try and build some burgage plots over here. And, you know, something like this is okay. Now, this is something I didn't notice before, but what you can do when you're, you know, trying to plan in some, you can actually subtract. And I could turn this into 2 plots with extensions on both, or I could have this be 3 single plots. So I think what I'm going to do is this double wide. Like that. And where's my stone pit? Don't I have one of those somewhere? I thought I did. Did I gather it all? Well, I mean, I don't see it anymore if I do have any stone left. Stone, where'd you go? People say they don't have enough firewood. That can't be right. Oh. No, yeah, the Weaver's Workshop was always like this. I just finished building it. So I have wool now, so I can actually get somebody in here making stuff. Let's see what these people are up to. We have 2 families unassigned. Oh my god. So this person is like, I mean, what should I expect? It's my first game, but like they're claiming territory so quickly. I don't really know how I can be claiming territory myself faster, because I don't have any influence. I have like very, very little influence. Maybe I just roll in with the military and try to do that. I could certainly attempt that. My issue is, of course, you know, my town would grind to a standstill because I have very, very few people if I send all the men away to war. The other thing that I mean, maybe that's just supposed to happen, and I eventually will just take these territories over. But I don't know. I feel like I'm getting behind, and I'm not really sure how quickly I'm supposed to be mobilizing. I know I have raiders who are approaching, so I haven't even gotten to the position where I can, like, you know, fill an entire military regiment or even give them enough equipment. Oh, I bet we bought our final sheep. We did. Okay, great. So then the livestock trading post will kick that family out. All right, what are we doing here, people? What kind of construction projects are we even working on? Are you upgrading these houses? Yeah, there they go. Well, you know, one thing I could do, actually, I have money, so I could just go and I could hire, like, mercenaries and local thugs. Hey, look, the Battle Brothers. What a good reference right there. Or I could get the Ravenous Vultures. We should probably, you know, hire these Battle Brothers and just go attack somebody. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting too far behind. And maybe I should have done this a long time ago. Now, 50, I don't know how, if that's every month, I can't afford them for very long. So, I'll hire them. And see if this will help me. So, yeah, look at this. Now we're, like, immediately ready to roll. So, I might just send these mercenary out and by themselves and just see if they can go take someone. Hey, Point, good evening. It is monthly? Okay, thank you. So, then what we'll do is maybe send them over here and try to get this area. Because there's some bandits down there, too. It's a nice, rich-looking area. So, I'm going to go in and I'm going to select this unit and this unit, and I want to I don't know, where are they here yet? I don't know if they, like, instantly arrive or what their deal is, but I want them to. Let's see, I've got give ground, missile alert. I want them to rally, but maybe I have to wait for them to arrive. Surrounded by trees. Yeah, they're moving. They're, like, transporting here. Oh, I could see them. Okay, here they are. So these dudes are mine, and they're arriving over here. Actually, you know what? Why don't you just take this? Can I have them move over here? Yeah, go see if you could take out these bandits. Like, go to right here. I have no experience with combat, and I'm just going to have them do this. Let's see if this works, people. So we're going to go balanced and just see if we can, you know, rout these idiots here. So if an hourglass is a day, then that means raiders are near, and then in 263 days they will attack. So it's going to be a while. It's not an hourglass, it's a day glass. Alright, so I'm going to march these folk up. and just watch them go. We're in the trees. Not our best. So we might want to try to approach these bandits from some other path. I don't know if there is another path, though. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to save it, because I have no idea how combat's going to go. So I'm going to just kind of back this up here. So point is saying if there's only one force, you can get one of your forces in front and another behind, which can cause them to break and run more quickly. Oh, I see. If I, like, flank them or something? Okay, sure. I could try that. So, why don't you go over here? And then you go over there. Speed it up. Alright. So now, I want you to just push forward this way. And you push forward. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's happening. Let's just take it. This is their little champ. Smash him. Okay, we're approaching their campsite. We broke it. A new message. Spoils of war. When searching through the enemy's belongings, you find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people who surely need them, though it is your right to keep it. They abandoned the camp, so it's ours for the taking? Sweet. Well, I'll take a free camp. Alright, so I could send this to the nearest town or put it in my treasury. I'll send it to the town to try to boost them up, and they gained... Ooh, look at that. They gained a whole bunch of money. Great. Now, I still can't claim this. I thought maybe I could claim it through, like, military might, but that doesn't seem to be the way of it. So instead, I guess I'll just send them over here. Can you guys go there? Now, one thing... Oh, cool point. That probably happened then. One thing I don't understand is... I'm paying mercenaries, but... I think the mercenary money comes out of my treasury, but not out of my regional wealth, it doesn't look like. So it's confusing sometimes, like there's two money piles. So I think I can't afford them for another month. Yeah, you have to have influence, which I have none of. I only have 300, and, you know, it's really difficult to get more than that. And you see how the computer is just freely claiming places around. I don't know how they got several thousand influence to do that, but they have it. So, it's not good for us right now. Alright, so we got some more regional wealth, which is great. Yeah, I'll go try to beat some ruffian armies. We'll see if that can happen. How we doing here? We have turned wool into probably not any yarn because they're all using it for clothing is my speculation. But we got all this regional wealth. So something we need to do right away is start spending this regional wealth. So I would like to make a cobbler's workshop, and I'll take a blacksmith's workshop, And do I want a... Well, the brewery extension is a little complicated. I think the joiner's workshop is correct for now. And then this place, they're constructing it to be level 2. Alright, where's my armies? Oh god, it's going to take them forever. I don't think I can afford them until they get to the next area. It was still like a winning proposition, though. If I paid... Like, I paid 50 for these guys. They came in and they cleared out that camp. Storehouse is full. Which storehouse? Show me. Oh, did I click upgrade? I didn't mean to do that. But, okay, fine. They're upgrading it. I was trying to zoom in on it. Alright, well, do it. Fix it. Upgrade it then. So we paid 50, and then we ended up getting like 200 and something regional wealth by clearing out that camp. So that's not bad. I'm going to watch the armies here move. We have 19 days for the Battle Brothers, 18 days for the Battle Brothers. We finished a clothing stall. We do have some yarn that we're selling. We're able to. So now what we can do is tell... we can import linen, I suppose. So let's go to the trading post and then just say, okay, if we want linen, we can import it, you know, and I'd like to import linen. God, that's expensive. Maybe not. I don't know if I could afford to import that. So instead, I'm going to say no trade. And I can import flour, though, or grain. Yeah, grain is actually cheaper. And then we can turn this into bread. And I want a surplus of 10. Oh, no, it's not cheaper. Yeah, it's 12. Everything's expensive. Hey, Jokers. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So what do I want? Major trades. Leather and charcoal. Root required. I wonder why leather is... Maybe it's a big item or something. Well, let me look at my food again. I'm okay. I'd like bread. But we'll be able to make some of our own linen eventually. I guess I'll just kind of let things play out for a moment. Let them continue building. And see if I can get these military forces over there. Jokers, I'm having a good time with this game. I really have no idea what I'm doing at the moment. But trying to get better. Alright. So we have 9 days left, which should actually be enough. Nobody is moving in yet. Oh, no, we're full. We're full up until we get these living space accommodations finished. So I want you to kind of come in over here, and you can come in over, over here. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, no, I pushed the wrong button here. You guys go... What's that? That's you. That's you. Yeah, okay. You guys go here. You guys go here. Bellwright is really good, but I, Wait, why are they going back this way? Did I tell you to go backward? Where are you guys going? I don't know why they're going the wrong... Like, What are you guys doing? Is there no route there or something? Here, then go this way if you can't figure it out. They just keep going the wrong way. Guys, are you going to ever go the right direction? Here, go this way, please. Well, whatever. They just keep going this way, like the wrong way. But why? Alright, whatever. Alright, we got it. Okay, so honestly, I might keep it in my treasury. So, you see we got a whole bunch of extra money in the treasury. Now we can keep these forces for a little bit longer, which is pretty sweet. Now, can you, I don't know if any of you guys know, can you claim these resource nodes in regions that you don't own, or are those only available if you own the region? I might just start sending my forces at the bad guy at this, or at the other player at this point. You have to own the region? Okay, thank you. Well, it might not be smart, but it's interesting that raiders are still near when, I think if I look at the map, there's no more bandit camps left on the map. So I don't know where the raiders are going to come from, necessarily. I guess off of the map or something. But the computer controls so many areas. If I were to attack them, I don't think that they would be happy about it. But I might not have any choice. Like, there's nobody for me to fight. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go to my town center. I'm going to zoom in. And we can now start thinking about, you know, some specialized labor. So we have the joiner shop. So what can we make here? We can make shields, or we can make large shields. And I believe that our spear unit here needs large shields. So why don't you guys make large shields? Fantastic. And then the blacksmith, I'd love it if we could make spears, but we don't have any iron slabs. So we're going to need to go get iron at some point. Now, once you specialize a burgage plot, can I, like, have these people not do this job, or are they locked into that? Because we don't have any of the ingredients. Will they just kind of sit idle? And then this is the cobbler's shop. So they're just going to take leather and make shoes, which is really cool. And for this one, I think I might just get some more vegetables in here. So in our area, once they're done doing some of the construction, we need them to finish up these Burgett's plots here. Leather, dyes, sure. Alright, they're working on a large storehouse. That's actually fine. Now, let me see, does every place have something? Do you have... You're the tailor shop. What are you making? You're trying to make this, but you could honestly start making these cloaks. You have room for an extension, but nothing built. So I will throw in another chicken coop. Get some eggs going. Hey, Gravy, what's up, my friend? Good evening. Good to see you. Yes, it's definitely a nice medieval sim, and I'm trying to understand some of the different systems that are operating here. I do have my little forces coming in. I can't claim with influence. I can't claim with king's favor. Yes, exactly. It is like Medieval Dynasty. Except, yeah, it's full simulator because you don't even have like your own. Well, you can sort of be a noble, I guess, if you want, but I'm going to put these guys over here. I might disband these mercenaries. I mean, I don't even know where to attack this player, like where their city is, per se. They just have claims all over the place, but I don't see, like, anything to raid or pillage. Oh, here's a bandit camp. Now, I wonder if the player... Like, the yellow player will get mad if I just run in there and take their bandit camp. We're going to find out. I'll save it and see. This is going to be called enemy territory. I'm curious, like, if there's a problem if I try to just walk into their area, what they think about that. Alright, so let's get in here. They are still delivering the goods. I now have room for 21 families. I can upgrade these plots. Let me see where my military is. So my military is just walking freely through their land. I haven't seen any reprisals yet. Alright, I want you to kind of just camp out right here, and then you could come from over here. Alright, let's see what happens with these groups. Here comes the dudes. Alright, where's my dudes? There they are. Alright. Here. Push forward. Right there. Oh, okay. Thank you, Point. So you have to declare before they will get upset. Fair enough. Got him. Alright. So we got a bunch more money. and I'm going to send it to the nearest town, and we get a whole bunch of cash. So, given that, I don't see any other bandit camps marked on the map, which is sad because those are nice little targets for my mercenary group. I wonder then if I should just disband my mercenary group. I'll send them back home, and then if they get back there and there's no other bandit camps, I'm just going to disband them so I don't have to pay them anymore. Okay. So I don't know if that's a bug, but the wealth that you gain comes in like 2 shipments. So let's see. Most of these people are doing okay. There seems to be a lack of food and firewood over there, but that's not bad. Everybody else is supplied. What they would need to get to the next level would be a tavern and a better church. So if I wanted to build like a better church, I would need these clay tiles. So I need them to finish this mining pit, for example. But anyway, I could start importing some goods. Are we still out of fuel? No, we're okay, but when it gets cold, I'm a little leery of it. So maybe then I want another family at the Woodcutter's Lodge. I'll let them finish, though. I want the construction to get done here. The large storehouse. Alright, so they're bringing the stuff in. They're finishing the storehouse. And this, it's almost there. So the woodcutter is here, and they have an unlimited work area, so they should be okay going to get trees. Berries are almost gone. Alright, I gotta turn off dyes. Well, I don't, but I'm worried about food, so I might need to start importing some food. How we doing over here? Not great. We're going to get so little flax, it's awful. Oh, God. Man, we're going to get very little of that crop as well. So I need to start spending wealth on food, it looks like. We don't have enough food to sustain ourselves. So let's go to trade, and let's just start bringing in something to eat. What's the cheapest food to import? I mean, meat, I guess. Let's just get some meat rolling in. I'd like to have a surplus of at least 10. Alright, so they finished building. Let's see. Alright, they did this. So the large storehouse is done. They actually have some shoes. You know, it's cool. Oh, okay, here. I'm going to go ahead and disband both of those units before I have to pay them. I do not see, as of now, more baddies, so I'll just do that. Now, I'm wondering, is anybody... This is just a trader. Oh, no, he's flattening the ground. Cool. So, hopefully they're going to actually start building these pits. We are tithing. And it gains a little bit of influence, but not very much. I don't know if I need a land tax really right now. I think I'm going to just turn it off for the time being. Just try to promote growth. Get some more people in here. Ah, look at these barley fields. What's this mean? Work area is empty. Workers can't find anything to gather. Oh, the forager's hut because there's no berries? Right. So then we'll kick you out. You're good. You picked them all. Honestly, then I'll kick out the dyes as well. We'll shift our focus to trying to build these pits. I mean, good lord, people. High priority. Get over here. What you doing? Here they come. I guess there's no road that goes to it. Now there is. A shrine. Okay, don't recall building that, but that's great. This is so bad. Like, it's just such a strange illustration. The fertility is only 2%. So I have this enormous field of barley, and it's going to make one barley. Horrible. Well, we're getting a lot of shoes, and we have herbs. All right, and let's see here. Is it time to harvest? Harvesting, right. So... around September. So I guess I could let this grow in a little bit more. Well, let's see. Is it time? They're only at 51% growth rate, so maybe I should let it grow a little bit more before I harvest it. I'm not sure. We did get a new family moving in. I don't know if you guys like to wait longer before you harvest it. Or just harvest it up. It didn't really grow to full, but maybe it doesn't grow to full unless you have, like, fertilizer or better stuff. I don't know. I'm going to put some families on here, get these going in. You know, Jokers, I actually haven't played the Stronghold series now that you and Point mention it. I've definitely seen it around. I just never have played it. All right, let's see. How we doing with our army? Did you make any shields yet at the joiner's shop? We should have plenty of planks. We do. Cool, Jokers. Well, I will put that on my list. That sounds cool. For sure. I'm going to turn on the saw pit. And here they go. They are harvesting. Everybody's trying to harvest. Policies available. Oh, look at this. All right, well, we got our first policy. Hunting grounds. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% reduced yield from crops. I don't even know what to make of that. What does that mean? First of all, I don't think I have a rich deposit of wild animals. Second of all, why would my crops be impacted by that? I can have them skip a meal to reduce approval. I don't think we really need that. So those are some major trade-offs. Like my hunting, my wild animal area is not a rich deposit. Okay, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I don't have any rich deposit. Like, I guess I have a rich deposit of berries. Oh, you know what? I chopped down the trees around the berries, so this might inhibit their growth. I don't think so, though. I think it only does the wild animals. Hey, Pisca Cat. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I can't worry about it either. I don't think I have the conditions to take advantage of it, so it's just like, okay, fine. Well, the question is, did we get any flax? It's an interesting question. Looks like I have 2 flax. Well, we are importing the meat, which is good. All right, let's see how it's going here. They probably delivered like all of the flax that they got over here to the Weaver's Workshop, maybe? And then they're going to turn that into linen at some point. I'm not sure. Man, barley is going to be awful. This is supposed to be barley. We got one. I'll tell you what, I know they're not going to tweak it, but like, so far, my experience in this game is farming is absolute garbage. Like, the areas that I've been able to start on have abysmal soil fertility, and the yields are god-awful. I think I'm going to get 1 barley and 3 flax for like a year's worth of work on these fields, which is not ideal. Maybe I'm supposed to have like way more fields, but it's interesting that in terms of like the output, these just generic vegetable patches that I can build in people's backyards just reliably produce vegetables throughout the entire game. Hey, Carmen, what's up, my friend? You got fed up with farming and to get ale and read about an ale cheese? Interesting. Yeah, the thing is, Point, like, in my experience, the fertility that I've seen for anything is awful. Like, wheat is the best, and it's at 36% fertility. Barley is 8%. You see what I mean? Like, 2%. I can grow wheat at 37%. It's just so bad. Like, my area is just not good for growing. It's in September. I don't know if that number goes up or down. Oh, Carmen, that's awesome. That's a great idea. It'll get patched for sure, but that's hilarious. So Carmen is saying to get the needs for you just have to build 1 tavern and then put 1 ale inside, and then that, like, meets their needs. Okay, so the mining pit is done. So I can take these people... Let's see. Are they going to come plow? Or do they not do that right now? I'll watch it. Yes, there is an overlay. I was able to find it when I was building a farm. Like, so if I were to go, like, farming and then select a field, it shows you the overlay. But you see how, like, for example, it's bad for everything, right? Like, okay, so my whole region is abysmal for barley, abysmal for flax, and it appears to be good for wheat, but I'm going to tell you what, this is where my wheat field is built on what appears to be good, and even though I have double plus right here, I have 36% fertility for wheat on this field. Like, I'm not really sure what the purpose of farming at all is. Like, what would I need to get even anything reasonable? You know what I mean? So I could go to, like, this other area, and this area is really, really nice. Look how good they are at wheat right here. Triple plus, right? And good at flax, and good at barley. So it's just like, this area is amazing. Of course, that's under the computer's control, but no, I am on crop rotation. I am rotating my crops. So, like, that's why I grew flax, was to just rotate from wheat. And then you see how I have barley in the next year. I might not even grow barley, though. I'm just going to leave it fallow, because there's 8% is such a bad percentage. We're going to go fallow again. We'll go wheat. Here, what we're going to do is go... Wheat is fine, but we're going to rotate... It's just bad. Like, I need to just figure out better ways to get food. But it's kind of tough because, like, the only real ways that I've seen to get food is to hunt, which I'm doing. To get berries, I'm doing that. I guess I need to just plant vegetables in my backyards everywhere. And chickens. Because those are, like, guarantee returns without having to worry about fertility. I mean, maybe I just need, like, massive fields, like an enormous field. That's very possible. I'm not a farmer. Like, I don't know how big of a field you would need to feed people. But I know that it's not doing a very good job. All right. So we are going to check out. Hopefully we're getting clay, and then what we need is to turn that clay into tiles to make a better church. That's part of our next process, so we can just kind of put this thing right here. Yeah, orchards would be amazing, but I have to spend a development point on an orchard. And I don't have a free development point. Now, maybe, like, if you went into... Maybe I just needed to go into the farming direction, right? Where, like, I got a heavy plow, or I got rye cultivation, or irrigation, but I didn't go that way. So I have to figure out, like, how am I going to get another region, right? I don't understand really how to be gaining influence. I'm trying. It says, can be gained from the tithe, conquering brigands, and upgrading your churches and manors. So I've upgraded... I tried to conquer brigands. I hit all the raiding camps, but the other player had already done that, I think. So there was not much for me to do. The other thing, though, is I guess in 159 days, they will attack me again. Or the raiders are going to come, so maybe I can get enough influence to buy something there. I could tithe more at the church, but the issue is I don't have enough food. Like, I don't want to just tithe away all of my food. That doesn't seem ideal. And then, if I want to upgrade this, yes, we see what we need. I'll tell you what, I'm out of stone, and I don't think I have stone left in my area, so I'll have to trade to acquire stone so I can upgrade. I wonder, like, you can repair a windmill that's demolished like this. I wonder if you can just salvage it. It doesn't look like it. So, the other thing I could do is I can click on the manor and castle planner. I could make gates and stuff, I guess. Hey, Jade, good evening. Good to see you. All right. I'm not sure, but I don't know if I can pull out of this nosedive. We'll see. it's going to be hard for me. I'm like exhausting all the resources on my starting area, and I want to get more stone, but there is none left, so I could pull it in. But this hunting area does not quite provide enough food. Now, I am buying meat. I guess I should buy some other... Well, we're okay on food. I mean, we do have 7 months. Firewood's an issue. Especially as it gets colder, we're going to have problems here. I might need to relocate this so it's closer to the trees. Oh, here. Woodcutter's Lodge. I'm going to move it, and then I guess I could try to rotate it. Like that. And then we could put some road... like that for now. I know, jokers. It's not looking good, but, I mean, you know, it's my first save file, so, of course, I'm not going to understand the priority of what I should do. But I think what I'm running into and just trying to figure out about the game is, like, I guess I should be trading for food, right? Because while at the beginning, a berry deposit and a hunting field provide food, pretty soon it's not enough food. And the farming fertility is not good enough in my area for that to work. Now, I could try to go livestock, I guess. Like, I could go... we have a sheep farm, but maybe we could get, like, pasture space for livestock. We have a sheep farm, but they provide wool, not something to eat. What else could I do to get food? Not any of this. Yeah, that's the idea, jokers. And that's what I was doing, which is like, I was collecting these berries and then turning the berries into dye, and then selling the dye to make money, which I did. But then the problem is this, berries, or dyes rather, flooded the market, so they dropped dramatically in price. So I couldn't really make money doing that anymore. And there really isn't much else I can gather from this area. Well, I just don't know the game well enough. I could use my, like, tier 2 houses to build stuff. Like, craft... Like, I could sell shoes or something like that. But I don't have a ton of shoes. I do have 10. It's not bad. So I'm getting wool from the sheep. But then people take the wool and they are turning it into... something else. Clothing, I think? No, they turn the wool into yarn, and then the yarn is getting turned into over here, not the cobbler shop. I have a tailor. So at the tailors, they are making these cloaks using yarn and dye. So people should have those. But that's actually a good question, which is, where do those go? Over here in commodities, but I have no surplus of them. So I don't know if they're actually getting that or not. I don't know how much my sheep plot actually produces you know, wool-wise. Like, I have 5 sheep, but maybe what I should do is have a bigger plot that has, like, 50 sheep. You know, I don't know. Another thing I don't know is, like, if I make a cloak for somebody, is that person set for life on that cloak, and then eventually everybody in my whole area, like my whole village, will have a cloak, and then the cloaks that I make I can actually sell? Or are people going to be, like, taking cloaks all the time? Like, how many do I need to make? I don't really know. Like, it'd be cool if I could make enough cloaks so that everybody's like, okay, we all have cloaks, we're happy with that. And then every other cloak I made beyond was like gravy. And then I could keep some extra for new people that moved in so they could get a cloak, like a Dwarf Fortress or something. But then, you know, I could sell the extras. So currently, my market is actually getting kind of crowded here. I only have 1 free stall left, so I have a clothing stall here. Yep, there's 3 cloaks right there on the market, but people can also just take yarn and use that for clothing. I have 14 yarn. It's right here. I could do that, absolutely, right? I could just sell planks that I make. That's not a bad idea. How's the saw pit doing, speaking of that? They should be making planks. Did you guys finish? There's the Weaver's Workshop. So none of the yarn that I've made is actually considered a surplus because it's sitting here. And I have, it's sitting here in the stall, so it doesn't count as, like, surplus because people can come here and get their needs met for food. Oh, okay, cool point. So I have shoes and cloaks. So I'm going to need to make quite a few to get everybody outfitted. Need to build some more places for people to live. I kind of want more people here, but then I'm kind of like, can I feed them? I don't know. I do have a lot of wealth. I'll just import food. But I don't really know if I actually do have a lot of health or a lot of food rather. Or if it's more just, I'm sorry, a lot of wealth. Or my wealth is more a product of the fact that I raided a couple of bandit camps and got a big surplus, but then that's going to diminish over time and I won't be able to sustain, you know, how much food they need. No, I mean, I have no idea, point, so I believe you. I'm just trying to figure out, like, all the sweet spots on, okay, and, you know, that's another question where, yeah, I'm only going to expand just a little bit. You see how, like, they have 14 yarn right here, and it's at the clothing stall. This is not counted as a surplus, but everybody, like, if I were to click on this house, their clothing needs are met. So they have linen, leather, and yarn, and shoes, clothes, and cloaks. But I guess it's just like, how do I understand? Do these need to be present permanently at the marketplace, or can this family have gotten one piece of leather and then they're like, I have my clothes, I don't need another piece of leather? Or does there perpetually need to be, like, a piece of either leather, linen, or yarn on the marketplace for them to have their fill of clothing, and then they never go and collect it. It just sits there at the market forever, and then that count. I'm kind of not sure about the consumption, the storage, and the surplus of goods and how this works. Hey, Pancake, good evening, my friend. They need one piece of clothing per year. Thank you, Point. Okay, so there is degradation built in, and it's one piece per year. So as long as, like, so for example, I have 65 people, so I need 65 pieces of clothing per year. Info, what's up, my friend? 1 egg per plot is laid, and then 1 egg per family is eaten. Right. And so I don't know how to keep ahead on that either. I have 2 eggs as surplus currently. But the vegetable plot seems a lot better. The vegetable plot actually scales, right? Like per size of your backyard expansion. Whereas the goats produce 1 hide and the chickens produce 1 egg, irregardless of how big the area is. I'm going to need to make a bigger marketplace. Or another one. Okay, actually, what I'll do is... oh, you know what? Do I still have a family on this farmhouse? I do, and there's nothing here. They did get some barley. That was good. So the barley should be collected at some point. And let's see. How are we doing on clay? Is anybody pulling in clay yet? 0. Okay. They finished it. I gotta assign somebody to it. Hey, Elms, good evening. So, then, maybe the wisdom is just don't... Should I not build chicken coops anymore if they're just, like, static? I guess they do help. I mean, not good if you have 2 families on 1 plot, but it does still provide, like, you know, they need different types of food, so somebody's getting an egg. Siloom, good evening. I'm with you, Pancake, although I haven't actually gotten into a battle yet. I hired some mercenaries, I patrolled around, and I sent them out, but we didn't get into a scrum. There was nobody there. It's interesting because, like, when I picked up the game, I was actually intimidated by the idea of an RTS. I'm terrible at RTS games. So I was like, oh man, I hope this doesn't put me off of it. But it doesn't seem like that. It's super intense. Okay, Info, thank you, my friend. So they consume 1 food a month of 1 type until it's gone, then they move on to the next. And so, like, currently, I have meat, veg, berry, eggs that's being provided. Now, I have 646 wealth, so I'm going to go over to the trade. I'm going to bring in some other food. That might be about right, Pancake. I need to figure out, like, just how to make sure that I can provide enough food and maintain that. I will start importing some bread, and I'll go for a surplus of 10. That's fine. Well, you know what? If it costs 14 for bread, let me try this. What if instead I was like, I have some families. What if I just pulled in some grain? Well, wait a minute. Grain is 12 to import, but bread is only 14. It's not that much extra just to buy bread as opposed to buying grain. Unless one grain produces more than one bread. I don't know what the... I know at somewhere point in the production chain it doubles. I think one flour produces 2 grain, but I'm not sure about that. So I would need to like figure out the calculus of like what's the wiser plan here? Should I just bring in bread and save labor, or is it more cost effective to either get labor or flour or grain, have that processed, and then make my own bread? They do. I have the variety of food. It's more at this point just about quantity. But yes, you do want a variety. I'll go back. I'll buy bread. That's fine. Let's just get some bread in here. I'll tell you what, though. I'm getting a little bit alarmed at, Here, where did I move my... This is under construction. Here, go finish this. Highest priority. Finish the woodcutter's lodge. So they're replanting at the forester's lodge. Good. The tannery is going, although I don't think I have any hides lying around, so I don't think I need a family on the tannery currently. If I get hides, like, okay, but don't have them. I do need to expand my marketplace area just in case. So let me go to trade, and no, it's actually residential, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so... What's that? Supplies? Oh, this needs to be picked up. That's cool, Pancake. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. But I just can't get... I'm nowhere near having enough influence to claim anything. You need 1,000 influence to claim something. So I have to continue making that happen. Alright, I just spent a bunch of money on probably... What was they buying? The bread? Yeah, so we bought a bunch of bread and meat. Which means we have some food. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let's look. No. Siloom, no. At some point I did double the grain, but as far as I can tell, with the area that I'm in, my grain production is god-awful. The fertility is like 36% of, I mean, what it could be, which I guess would be 100 if it was great. And if I go to construction, and I go to farming, and I go to a field, you could see that, like, this is double plus area for emmer, which is wheat, and I still am only getting 36%. And that's the best possible that I can get in my region. I could go try to make some fields over here, but it's the same double plus fertility. I don't have anything better than that for any crops that are eatable. Now, rye, I'm good at rye, but the problem with rye is even though I have fertility, I don't think I can cultivate rye unless I would have spent my development points on that, which I probably should have. I just didn't know that that was a thing because it's my first save file. So this is a reasonable area for rye, but I don't have the development points to get there. Now, I don't know if you can like respec your development points. It doesn't look like you can. So I'm trying to get food by just trading, but I don't have a lot to really sell. So we have a kind of some complex issues here. Okay, thank you, Info. So I just have to wait a long time to get the fertility back up. Oh, that's interesting, Pancake. That would be bad. I have 146 days before they attack. Okay, we finished the woodcutter's place. So I need to go back to getting wood cutting so that I can actually have some firewood. The yield is 36% right now. So I'm just leaving the fields fallow this year so that maybe I can restore some fertility. Oh, okay, they want a market stall. So I need to build a marketplace because this is full. All right, so what we're going to do is go back to residential. I forgot about this. I need to make a bigger marketplace. Man, I want to build this, but this supply is right here. I wish I could get rid of this. There's just this log that's like sitting right here from where I moved the old camp, and nobody is like coming to get this out of the way. And I really wish I could move it, but I'll make another marketplace. It needs to be by the houses. So it could actually be like over here, I suppose. There. Okay, Pancake. So good you could stop in, my friend. Take care. All right. Let's see if we can survive. Oh, dear. I planted the crops, Joker, in April, the first month that you're able to. And then this year, 36% is enough for a full harvest. Oh, okay. Well, I have been microing the farm, so what I do is I have basically in April, as soon as you can start doing the farm, I have them plant, you know, like plow, plant, do all that stuff, and then I wait until September, and then I have them come get it. Well, let me put a family on this farm then and see if they need to plow it right now. I don't know if they will, though. Yeah, I just get the whole thing planted, and then once they're done planting and it's growing, then I kick them off and let them do other jobs. Alright. Now, how are we doing over here? Did we get any clay yet? We do have a little bit of clay. Did you guys produce any tiles yet? No. Alright, where's the clay place? Oh, it's down here, that's right. So this was my stonecutter camp, but I think, I don't know where there is stone that's left. Maybe I built places on top of it, or maybe we ran out and we picked it all. Alright. How's the firewood coming? 5 months? Yeah, I'm going to take one family off of that. I don't think I need that many. And then let's see if we can start getting some roof tiles in there. Did you guys finish the... This is under construction, huh? Alright, here, build a road that goes over here. Oh, okay. I'll try that. Alright, I have 21 families and I have space for 24. You too, Point. Thanks for all your help, my friend. Take care. Okay, so on these plots, this is a cobbler. I haven't done anything with this yet. Okay. So they're working on this. Hey, Procrastinator. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I am really enjoying Foundry. I think it's they've smoothed out some things since the alpha build, so I'm excited to see what happens as I get farther. Ooh, we finally got another bandit camp. Great. So I love how I'm excited about a bandit camp, but I am. Where are you, bandits? They are over here. Okay. Oh, okay. You lose fertility as the crop is planted. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hire some thugs. And do I want the Wayward Sons, the Brotherhood of the Forest, or the Green Caps? Well, let's just hire the Brotherhood of the Forest. I know, isn't that sweet? And then what we're going to do is, where are these fools? Let me see if I can find them. Alright. So they're coming in down here. Okay, that's fine. Here, I'm going to just speed up time. Ooh, another ruler's army was sighted. That's not good. Alright. So here's my dudes. And what I want them to do is go hit that. So let's see. Let's kind of watch them go over this way. Procrastinator, I'm really liking it. I mean, like, visually it's incredible. It's a really chill experience, but now I'm getting, you know, to the point where I don't know what I'm doing. And, oh, he's sending an army over there. Son of a... Yeah, this kind of garbage. It's like, as soon as we sighted them, I hired a group to come root it out so I could get some influence and some money. and the computer is just like already on it, like immediately sending its own group over there. So they're going to get, you know, the influence. It's kind of disheartening. I don't know what I could have done differently to try to get this. Well, now the bandits are actually going to fight the computer, so I'll just attack the camp while the computer's doing that. Now, I don't know why these guys can't stay together. Like, sometimes the pathing for the different unit types is confusing. Like, these guys, what, they couldn't go with the archers or something for some reason? They started together, and I gave them the same direction, and this is where they are. It's confusing. Not really like Age of Empires. It's more about city builder, and then there is army stuff. Yeah, it's interesting how the computer does it. Like, they come in, they prioritize the battle against the brigands. Okay, thank you, info. Yeah, so they already completed the battle. You could see their army just, like, walking away like they won. And now the brigands' camp is just sitting there doing nothing, which means we can just go take it, which we will. But we'll see what I get as a, from this. Oh my god, my money, my regional wealth is just gone. They are walking away real smug. Yeah, I think I just botched this. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't sustain purchasing food for these people, and I can't produce enough food for these people with what we have available. Maybe, though, if I keep hiring mercenary groups. Yeah, maybe I should have hired a group that was closer. I'll have to think about that, like where they enter on the map. Or a standing army. Okay, so we could send these resources to the town, and we get a little bit of wealth. And we have 14 days left, so I could send them back here and just hope that, we get another group of, like, another camp. Yeah, I could try to sell planks, absolutely. The issue is I don't have any. And I have a saw pit that has people here that are working, but yeah, it is a gamble. And so what I'm going to do, info, is I have to, in 13 days, basically, I have to kick them out so I don't pay them again. But if somebody could crop up before then, it would be nice. But my thing is, like, let's say I went to the trading post and I was like, okay, well, I want to sell planks. So planks sell for 2 wealth per plank, which is not very much. So I could do that. Let's see what I have if I have a surplus of anything. I actually have a good amount of firewood. I could sell that if I wanted to make some cash. I want to sell leather, but it requires a trade route, and I don't have that much of that anyway. I have some shoes I could sell. Keep a surplus of 5 or something like that. Give me a little bit of wealth. We still haven't... Yeah, I think all of my planks have gone to making shields. Let me see if that's actually the case. Yeah, so we've turned planks into large shields. I actually have a full retinue, but I don't have any iron, so we have to get iron to roof tiles are good to sell, right? So that's definitely something. I just have to get more clay. I don't have very much of that. They're going after this clay. Good night, Neo. Take care. You know, the killer too about this is, like, if you wanted to move into an industry, this clay pit is limited. Like, there's only so much clay I'm going to get from this. So I only have the one clay pit. I do have a nice iron deposit. So I should probably just prioritize, okay, I have a rich iron deposit. Let's go into that because we can really lean into iron because there's so much. But I won't be able to sell roof tiles very long because I'll run out of clay. I just don't have enough. I do have some, you know, I have a forest, so I could chop that whole thing down. Now, I don't want to get rid of my wildlife, so maybe I would have to move it over here. Helmets are good. That does sound good, right? So I could get some iron going on. So what we could then do is say, all right, I have free. Okay, this family does not need to be there. Nobody's doing anything there because it's fallow. This is just about done. How's this field doing? It is plowed, and they're sowing it, which I don't know how they're sowing it. Can they... I mean, can they plant in November? Like, what are they sowing right now? I mean, if they could put the seed in the ground and it doesn't start to grow until it gets warm, then that's good. But I'm not really... Okay, yeah, now it says stuff is growing, which I don't understand how that's happening. But, okay. Now, I'm going to take them off of that and then move down here. And we're going to go high priority. Yeah, I don't know either about when crops get planted. And this was just wheat. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we got another burgage plot done. I guess. I hope we're doing that. All right, nobody's living over there, so not much to do. As far as food goes, it's going. All right, so hopefully they go and they finish this. If I look at this, we have 7 clay, and we now have 9 roof tiles. So, I kind of want to upgrade the church, but we need planks. The concern, too, is that I would need, not only planks, but I would need stone. So I'd have to buy some stone. It's not super expensive, I guess. So I'll go trading, and I'll say trade. And I'll import stone so that we have a surplus of 20. Yeah, so I'm going to lose fertility because it got planted too early, I believe. Hey, Umpire, what's up, my friend? Good evening. Yeah, maybe I should turn off my, I think my food is just getting destroyed by the tithing. I don't know. Like, I'm getting a little influence, but not enough to justify losing our food. Well, I tell you what, I have a lot to learn. And I'm trying to think, like, this is how it goes, though, when you play games like this. You just do it, and you see what works and what doesn't. And you figure out what you need to lean into, where you need to go, what food strategies work early game, and then what no longer will support you. More about farming and fertility. Taking off the tariffs gives me more options. I hope so. All right, I'm going to have to get rid of my mercenary group because I don't see any more. Yeah, you just have to kind of figure out, like, okay, what's important and what's not, and what should I rush to? Because at first, it seemed like some of these things were, absolutely amazing. And how much can you support? I should have gone into mercenaries earlier. Okay, so what we're going to do is disband these guys because we can't afford them anymore. And we have a mining pit, and we can put 2 families at this mining pit. Try to get as much iron as possible, and then we can go to industry, and we can build a bloomery, but this is going to consume some firewood, so that's an issue. Where am I concerned about firewood? I mean, I have 170 firewood, so it's okay. So, development points, I got double berries, and I took trapping so that I could get a passive income of meat, and then pelt extraction to get hides from the traps, so I would be able to make more clothing. But the issue has been that yeah, it's pretty sweet. This person gathering bees up here is awesome. So, let's see, where's my hunter? Tannery, granary, dyer's workshop, forester, livestock trading, forager, logging camp, manor. Weaver, trading, woodcutter. Here it is. So, Crab, good evening. Good to see you. Yeah, I did do that. Subpar. And they're replanting, but yeah, I didn't realize that would happen. I honestly didn't know, like, in real life that berries needed trees to survive. Like, I've been to fields where they grow strawberries and stuff like that, and they don't have trees there. So I don't know why the trees are an essential bit of... Maybe certain berries do need trees? They get damaged from falling trees. Okay, so that's an interesting... hazard to plan for. I'm just like, again, like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but just between you and me, like, if you're a lumberjack, can't you make the tree fall whatever direction you want? Like, isn't that a thing that, like, skilled lumberjacks know how to do? I didn't think that that was, like, really challenging. Yeah, it must be. They hate berries, so they're just like, try to hit the... See how many berries we could take out. Yeah, they're like, we just absolutely leveled all of the berries. It was worth it. Oh, cool. Okay, Subpar. So apples are good once you get them going? Alright, so... Wow, that's crazy. Well, now I know. Apples are the way to go. Yeah, because I went all in on berries because this was a rich deposit. So, like, when it wasn't decimated, this thing was giving double this. Like, let's say 200-something berries. And it was amazing. So it was really, really good, but it doesn't scale very well. Like, something I have to learn about the game as I play is, like, basically, you start with a berry deposit and wild animals. And it just provides enough food. It's, like, totally good. But then it's not good enough, and you can't... There's no more access to that, like, on my starting tile. And the killer is, if I want to go get more resources, it's not like I can just have an army and go clear it out. It's like you need influence to go claim something, and you need 1,000 of it. And I have 382 influence. So I'm not even close to being able to get another tile to get other resources. I didn't realize that it was going to be that, like, precipitous of a drop-off where you were like, okay, now you're boxed in, basically, and you can't produce enough food. Correct. So I don't, in this game, I have raided 4 or 5 bandit camps, but the computer has gotten to the actual bandits before I can get to it, and I get some money from the camp, but there's nobody for me to fight. Like, it's my first game, and you could see the computer has already just sat in here and just claimed, like, 4 of these areas. And I'm just kind of, like, not really sure what I'm supposed to be... Like, as soon as a bandit camp popped up, I hired mercenaries to go get it, and the computer beat me to it, killed everybody, and then just left. So, like, there was no way... Like, I just needed to be better, I guess, at getting the influence, but, Right. And so I didn't know that it was, like, a race against the other guy that was that quick. Like, because, like, I'm sitting here, like, you know, I have, like, not even enough people to fill in. I was just trying to make my town survive. So I didn't know that I needed to go actually... Now, in 99 days, the bandits will actually attack me. So maybe I can get some influence then, but I don't know about that. It's just a good learning experience. Like, I would need to restart, basically, and go really, really fast into some other areas so I could get enough wealth to hire mercenaries and go take out some bandits before the other player does that so I can get influence. Because, like, even though, you know, I have some wealth and I have a pretty large little village here, it's not enough. Yeah, exactly. Info, that's a great point. So, like, what I do is, for example, at the tannery, like, there's no hides left. I actually do have 7. So, I kind of have to micromanage where it's like, okay, there's no hides left. So, everybody at the tannery go out and work because you don't need to man the market stall. I'd rather have you doing labor. Oh, okay, so you turtled until year 10 and you were okay? All right, well then maybe I don't have to worry about it as much. I just need to figure out a way to provide enough food for people. I might just have to go hard into vegetables. All right, well that does give me some hope that I don't necessarily need to abandon, and I can grow, but I need to figure out just a more elegant and food solution. When these trees grow back, hopefully this will work. But hunting is just like, it starts great and then it's not. It's not it. Or it provides a little bit. Farming is terrible in my region, or I'm just not doing it right, which is very possible. So yeah, it's probably about like also finding an industry where I can make money. Once I get this iron going and can start turning the iron into money, then I could just buy food. I think that's the path I'll take, is to just try to survive economically and make up for, you know, the deficiencies in the fact that I only have one little province and I've kind of like depleted most of the starting resources here. But at the same time, it's cool to finally see the strategy of the game emerging. Like, at first I wasn't seeing that. I was just kind of building stuff and enjoying the game and the visuals, but I didn't understand how everything would kind of come to a head. I gotta say, I really appreciate everyone giving me advice as I learned this game. It's a fascinating game, and it's one of those things where I just, you know, need to play more to get better and get more knowledge at it. But I'm excited. I enjoy playing the game a great bit, and it's always fascinating and helpful to learn from you all on stream. Yeah, that is definitely something to watch. Info. I have turned off all tithing from the church, so hopefully they're not taking food from me at all, but I don't know. Everyone, it is indeed my bedtime. I want to say the fertility is good for rye and wheat, but that's about it, Subpar. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Tomorrow night, we're going to do Roguelike Monday, and we're going to be playing a brand new game on the channel if you're interested in stopping by. Umpire Info, thank you for the help, everyone, so much. Crab, Fading, Episcocat, Procrastinator, Jokers, Heathrun, Siloom, Savage, Murillo, Cypress, Point, Carmen, Gravy, Grim, Nicholas, Neo, Mr. Peanut Butter, Elms. Everybody out there, take care. Have a great one.